Hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jordan Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a first down throw, gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gone. And that'll be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cardinals 14, Lions nothing. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Khalif Raymond now. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They'll try it now with Swift. He gets away from one. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Play action. It's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And eventually brought down, but not before an effective use of the hurdle there allows him to pick up the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Isaiah Simmons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
3rd and long. It's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. At 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Watch the run. Got you, pop. At 25 the mic.
From the 36, Murray. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Lions nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back into youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Prater for the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Goff. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys...
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Raymond now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Goff on 3rd down. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. There he goes, right side. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this...
He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A big play there on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They stood at a big loss here as he's taken down. Julian Okwara. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
Now that was something, and it wasn't good. In one play, you've gone from being in the red zone to maybe out of field goal range. Totally inexcusable.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Open target, here's Matthews. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cardinals add on. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Murray going to throw.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
From his goal line here, Goff. And now here's another interception. Darren Lee picks it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Detroit. Off play action. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Raymond now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 77, Lions 7. Matt Prater.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Raymond now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 91, Lions 14.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Check, 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 check. And 25 to the mic. We're going 25.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Throwing again, Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Raymond now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
Exactly.
going.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
First and 10 at the 49.
Play action. It's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Prater to kick off for Arizona.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Raymond now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Williams brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Goff now looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing.